Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Tom Mizzle. You're watching my channel on Mizzle 14, and I'm here doing another episode and review of Let's Talk About Greenleaf, Season 4, Episode 3. Alright, so Clarissa, she is so excited. The week is up, and she didn't wasted any time trying to get a buyer for that land. She came to the office, told Jacob that she found a buyer for the land, and they were paying them twice as much as they bought the land for. So she's so excited because she want the house, all that craziness. So Jacob was not feeling that aspect. He said, "You gotta talk to me. I was told you got to buy the land." She said, "I just feel like why didn't I talk to you and tell you, and you got to make decisions about the land. It's my land too." I said, well, if both of y'all land, y'all both need to sit down and talk. And one of them want to sell, one want to buy. Then you got to buy somebody else and sell them out, something like that. If you want to get the land for yourself and do that stuff, but you can't just sell the land without both parties agreeing to sell. So Jacob went to talk to his father. He said he just clever someone about sell the land, and then she begging me for a house. If I don't agree to it, she'll keep nagging me. I'm gonna be at peace. I ain't gonna have no peace. So it's just like I need to make her happy. Hey, Jim Bishop told us that just tell her straight no. Because at the end of the day, land is what we have closer to our person, our being. And land could accumulate wealth over years. That's what people who don't sell land. So when you sell, it's like over. When you own something, it's there for you. So if you own land, it accumulates. And then later in the year, it will probably be even more money you get off for your land. So that's why the rich get rich, because they know how to buy land and use it for their advantage. And then people want to get one man get one of the offer, and they want to sell it because they get that instant money gratification. No, you got to think long term investment. That's what Bishop James was telling her. Was telling Jacob, not her. Was telling Jacob, and Jacob was understanding. All right, from there. All right, so Lady May. Um, Lady Meg had a dream. She said she had a dream, was in a museum, and then a crowd, and then going past through the crowd, and then she saw a picture, I think Jesus painted, something like that, and then she saw James with a knife, and this bloody knife in his hands, and she saw him, he went to say something, turned around, she woke up. Now, Bishop saying, what do you think that dream means? She said, I don't know, it means something. All that stuff. So she thinking that he needs to apologize to the church, and because what you did, because at the end of the day, your apology will be helpful to save the church in our favor. So James said, if I ever get a dream like that, I would do it. But right now, I'm not doing that. So no, bye. I was like, oh, okay. So Miss, I'm doing different order because I want to try to keep it based on each character, right? So Lady May was sitting down doing something. Misty Ward Williams came looking for Grace, frantic looking for Grace. Grace. He said, "What Grace? What Grace?" Corinne said she's not here. She's out of town. When we called, she said I probably have an appointment with Grace, and and she said she's gonna meet me here and these sort of stuff. So she said I would give her a call. Here go Phil. Phil came. He said, "Oh, Miss Williams, what's going on?" So I stuff. She said I was here for Grace and stuff, and she's not here. And Corinne said I was about to give her a call. He said, "Nah, it's just like you need something else, so you could come to me, you could talk with me, and we could straighten all things out." She said, "Okay, cool," and he told Corinne to hold his calls. I said, "Oh, okay." So Corinne said she told Lady May about it, and Lady May said, "Oh, thank you for telling me," because she told him that Phil wanted to see Misty Williams. She was here, and Misty Williams asked her for Grace, and Grace not here, so Phil took it upon himself and talked to her, and he said, "Hold his call." She said, "Oh, thank you for telling me." So Lady May gotta go down and do some damage control because she trying to save the church. So she said every time Phil trying to get his hands on things, it gonna get worse for her. All right, so she was gonna go to the church and everything, and Bishop was asking what's going on, and she said I gotta go to the church. Soon as Williams was to go talk to someone, Phil came and snatched her up, and now he had a woe with me kind of 2 hours talking with him, everything. So she trying to go down there. So Bishop said he gonna go well, and she said, "Come on, hurry up, hurry up." But she did go to Jacob like a little boy he is. Like, so he said, "Why you not in the church?" She said, I came to see Pops." And after James was go upstairs to get his coat, she said, "The church, the thing is for your Savior, is not for you to do remotely. You need to go down there and do your work." And he said, "Okay, Mom." I said, "Oh, okay." She just scolded her own son. Do your work and go down there, right? So Lady Mae, after they called up to Missy Williams, to I think her house, and told her, he said, "I know a church is not us right now, but don't you think that we don't have your best heart? We think about you. We here for you. We there for you." And Misty Williams said, "It's great. It's great. Thank you for thinking about me. Thank you for everything." So she said, "What happened?" Miss Williams was not gonna try and say anything because she's still agitated. So Lady Mae told Bishop to go to get the car, warming up. When I go there, I go sit down. All right. So Lady Mae told Misty said, "Listen, if you got to talk, you can talk to me. I want to let you know that I'm here for you and everything stuff, and you don't have to worry about anything. So what's going on?" And she basically is telling her that I had a meeting appointment with Grace because we supposed to have an intervention with Denise. And Lady Mae said, "Oh, what's going on? What's going on?" And she said, "Yeah, but now she's not around, and she's calling, and I was like, I need Grace." So technically, they gonna have Phil DeMars accompanying her and husband to see Denise. And she said, "No, don't have to go like that. I would love to go with you and everything." She said, "No, Lady Mae, we're not doing that. No, Lady Mae." And he said, "Oh no, don't do that all stuff." And she said, "We will go for Phil DeMars." So then they said, "What's going on? What's that? What's going on?" So Mr. Williams said, "Listen to me. I am supposed to tell you to listen to me. Me and my husband talk, and we decided to, not because we didn't like James or anything or stuff like that, but it's not because we joined the board and vote into H&H. It's not because we didn't like James and grow him out. We just didn't want you." She said, "What you mean? What you mean?" So basically, they believe that she knew about Mac past, what Mac had been doing. Remember, Mac was her brother, and Grace killed him for self-defense and all that stuff because he was a pedophile, sexual molester, a child molester. Well, I'll say a pedophile, basically pedophile. That's the correct word. A pedophile, and did something to Grace or Faith. Did something to the girls, the young girls, using the scholarship money to do hush money to the females, and they believe that Grace, Lady Mae knew about that, but Lady Mae said she did not knew, but she said they believe, Mr. Williams believed that she does know, and it's not possible for you not to know that. I said, she probably didn't know. She did not know. She was very shocked about this happening. She did not know what her brother was doing. But in their perception, they think that Lady Mae knew about this and she hid it well, and they don't want somebody like her leading the church. So that's why they is giving up. They gave up on Lady Mae and they went with the H&H to take over. I said, wow. So Lady Mae was in the car. She was so distraught, and she didn't want to talk to James about it first. And then later on, she told James, "You know what?" So James was like, Bishop James coming back. He said, "You know what? I had that dream. I had to talk about the dream you had. And maybe I should have thought about more and process it. But yeah, maybe she's right. I should like to talk about it and move further on. Maybe I should do what she told me to." But Lady Mae, she said, "You know what? It wasn't about you. The dream wasn't about you. It was about me." And then she told him what Misty told her and said, "They think I knew about Mac. And I did not know about Mac." And he said, "You did not know." But she said, "What if I knew?" It's like that. It's just so troubling and stuff like that. And to feel like this, and she was breaking down and she was crying, and I said, what if I knew? It's like it was so much and this and that. He said, you did not know. You did not know. She said, it is so impossible for me to turn a blind eye, that I just was so much that I was ignoring the facts. I'm ignoring this. I was like, oh, Lady Mae, don't beat yourself over this. So Bishop was consoling her and said she did not know. I was like, wow. Mac Pass still came to hunt her and affect her now. Alright, so Zora, I'm gonna nickname her. I gonna nickname her Hot Pocket. Why I call her Hot Pocket? Y'all know why I call her Hot Pocket. She's a little loose in the box right now. She's just hopping for the next bad boy. So call her Zora little Hot Pocket. I call Zora the Hot Pocket. Zora the Hot Pocket got all dressed up to go see Dante, because Jacob was supposed to have a meeting with Dante around 4 or something like that, but he went out and do something, but he supposed to come back. Alright, so she strutting her behind down, Zora the Hot Pocket, Zora strutting her down, and then the snitch came and saw her. She said, where you going? And he said, oh, I'm coming to see Dante. Oh, you say you gonna dress like that? And she said, yeah, I gotta make sure I gotta win the boys and all that stuff, let him know. And so the snitch to co-sign. They said, you better do your thing. I said, ugh, okay. Alright, so over the Hot Pocket sat down in the chair waiting for Dante. Dante came in. He said, oh, what's going on? What's up? And he asked her a question. She said, no, he thought she was another person for Jacob to mentor. And he said, no. She said, that's my father. And he said, oh, you just basically fed him. Here, give me a hug. And the next minute we saw Nikki the girlfriend. And Zora the Hot Pocket was feeling some way about that. I said, oh, you lost your chance, girl. And that Nikki looked good too. So they was talking, having a little small talk. They went to eat and waited to get some coffee or something like that. They waited for Jacob. Jacob came and went to see Dante privately. And then Nikki and Zora the Hot Pocket was talking, and Zora the Hot Pocket, I don't know why I call Zora the Hot Pocket, but that's the nickname, right? Zora the Hot Pocket told her she got some estate that she's staying at, like a cabin that her grandparents own. She said, oh, you stay in the state? Let's go check it out. I said, oh, what do you want to check it out for? So Zora the Hot Pocket and her talked, and then she did little tips in her hair. She said, oh, you look good, that's nice. I said, I don't know. I don't know what she did, what was the hair before she went to the date, and what that Zora did to that hair. It looked like it was the same thing to me. I don't know what she did, this little bump over here. I don't know. I don't know about hair like that. So they was talking and craziness, and it seemed like, I don't know. Did y'all get the vibe? I don't know. I don't want to call it, but did you get that Nikki was kind of liking Zora the Hot Pocket? I don't know. It seemed like Nikki was trying to wheel her in and try to test her out and see what she did. And I don't think it's over the Hot Pocket like that. But it was so awkward until Dante came in. He said, dang, y'all don't close your door without any locks. That's dangerous. I don't know why people do that. Listen, you gotta lock your doors, people. People could come in and be crazy and you don't not know who this person coming in. I know people is trusting in the country areas, suburban areas, but not me. I don't know. You locking all the doors and security cameras, all that stuff. If I got a house like that, come on now. Can't be having the door unlocked and people just walk in, and just like Dante did. He said, that's dangerous. And they left. I said, oh, okay. So Zora the Hot Pocket felt type of way about that, about Dante. And she told Nikki that she had confidence. She was like the boss. Because Nikki said, you the boss and everything. Why you stuff? And he said, well, I went for someone, and then it just broke my confidence a little bit. And she's got to get herself back together. Alright, so let's get over the snitch. So the snitch and I think the choir director named Derek or Damon, Daryl, whatever the name is, it's a D. So the other person, he was a choir director, and the snitch was looking at the hearing the tape, and it was some dry behind song. I don't know what kind of song it is. It made me fall asleep. I said, what the hell? What the craziness is this song? Like, it was so freaking boring. And then they said that's a song they sing every Sunday. I said, Dad, you see that every Sunday? If I go to that church every Sunday and I hear that same song, I would say, damn, y'all got no originality, like nothing else. So the snitch and choir director was talking and saying, "Nah, we gotta just change this." But they cannot send an email to her director. They gotta go to Grace first. So Grace has strict instructions. If you gotta do any decision, she needs to go through her first. So the snitch didn't like that. So let me see. The snitch didn't like that, and she was trying to change the song and everything. All right. So later on, the snitch asked Corinne, "Where's Grace at?" Because they gotta get approval for Grace before they send an email. So Grace told the snitch that she's gonna be at Phoenix. She said, "Phoenix? What's she doing at Phoenix? I guess to see Ray or something like that." And I forgot Ray. Who's Ray that she gotta see? Ray. Somebody named Ray. And and move on for that. So the snitch said, "Oh, the Phoenix is, I don't know. When we get a call," she said, "No, no, I'm good, good." So now the snitch got in her head that Grace is in Phoenix, and then she gonna tell Phil that Grace is in Phoenix. All right. So the snitch decided to take upon herself to freaking send that email to Judy Whitmore, and that's Bob Whitmore's daughter. So Judy Whitmore is trying to change the song because she don't like that selection and all that stuff. And I agree, I didn't like that song either. But you supposed to be doing protocol to snitch, right? So Phil came in front of the snitch. She said, "Did you send the email to Judy Whitmore?" She said, "Yes." And he said that you shouldn't have done that because that's a song that we sing every Sunday, and that's a part of the routine. And she said, "It's just a ball, try to spice it up." She said, "Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. Don't change no song and do it." She said, "Oh, I didn't know you were mad at me." He said, "Listen, you want to be AP?" She said, "Yes." He said, "Grow up." I said, "Oh, well, go ahead." Everybody told the snitch to grow up, but she don't want to listen. She said, "Oh, so you ain't mad at me? So I could not say that Grace is in Phoenix, right?" He said, "What?" She said, "Since you're mad at me, you know it all. So you want me not mad that Grace is in Phoenix, right?" And he said, "Grace is in Phoenix. What's she doing in Phoenix?" She said, "Well, I don't know." Well, now I told you, will you still be mad at me? I was like, bye, the snitch. Bye. Bye. Alright, so this is the last thing. This is the thing I'm going to talk about, right? Grace went to see her son AJ. Come in, AJ is in a, I think, halfway house. And he going to be staying there until he get a permanent housing. And I think he need a cosign or some money. He need money to get his house a place to live and stuff like that. So Grace came late. She came after the visitation hours and talked to the receptionist, and she said Phoenix, Arizona. And to the receptionist said, "Let's call." She said, "I'm a mother on AJ Jonathan. I'm his mother on stuff." He called up. AJ came out. I said, "Oh, look at AJ. He just looks so sad and so sad in the eyes. So sad. You need a hug, AJ. Come on. You need a hug." Like, he just so sad. And you could tell his face and everything. So he was upset. He said, "What you doing here?" She said, "I just want to see you." He said, "I thought you just gonna send the money. I didn't expect you to see your face and everything. But I said you hunt her down, you called her and everything. So obviously you want some connection. You just gonna call her to just get the money." Yes, he feels type of way about she abandoning him and leave him alone. And he revealed more information about why. Because I wanted to know why he was in jail, what happened, all that stuff. Did he contact? Did he trying to reach Grace all this time? And he has. All stuff. She said, "I just wanted to talk to him and see him." He said, "Nah, nah." She said, "I just wanted to see him and talk to him." And he said, "Well," and check on you. He said, "Oh, well, you didn't want to check me when you first gave me away, and you did. You was checking for me when I first came to see you." I said, "Oh, so he came and reached out for you before again, Grace, and you still didn't want to connect with your son? That's crazy." And then he said, "Now," so if you won't give me any money, then I don't have no words for you. And I understand his pain. Because at all his life, he was abandoned. He came searching for his mother, safe for his mother, and she wasn't trying to budge around and keep him a secret, keep him in the dark. And now, he's around, Now you want to talk to him. So I understand his pain, but I do understand that he wants that connection. He wants that thing with his mother. Even though he go on a hard time and he has the right with his emotions, he has the right to feel that he feel because he's been abandoned by Grace a couple of times. And every time he tried to feel hopeful, she was never around to give him that hope that he wants, that mother love that he had lost. He don't know his father. He called his mother and she's attempt to reach out and get her a couple of times, and she just never came around until now, until that secret blew up her face, and she can't keep it hiding anymore. So she was looking at the house, and he left, and then she stood there and went the next day. And he said, "When I told you not to leave. Why are you here?" She said, "I just want to help. I want to talk to you on this thing. Just give me a chance. I'll give you the money, and I'm gonna leave." And they sat down and talked, and he her out. And he basically her out. And he said she's sorry and everything. He said, "Did you regret me giving me up in the first place?" And she said, "I don't know. I really don't know and stuff." And they talked and said some different things. Alright, so they had to look at the house. She said, "No matter what you think, you still need a cosign for the house." So they sold one house, and she asked him how he feel. He said, "I don't know. How do you feel?" She said, "You don't want to pay for it." I said, "Oh, okay, man, tell the truth." But he said it's good to be alone. He said, "I haven't been alone for a long time." Basically in jail, so he had to be around other people. So it's because to have his own space to be alone and feel that comfortability to be alone. So the realtor came and she said the landlord was happy for you to co-sign, but since given his past, I was like, oh, he walked out because he knew he was gonna be denied. He walked out. He said, it's like he knows this gonna be the reality when he comes out. So, because people gonna treat him as a criminal, don't even know what his background is, give him a second chance to live on his own because he had a criminal record. And then when he explained why he got arrested, I would say, wow, this boy get arrested for something that he was trying to get his basic survival needs. And it just happened, he just got caught up. Alright, so they explained his reason why he's in jail. He's in jail because he said he broke into somebody's house because he was so hungry and he fell asleep. And I was like, that tells you right there that the boy was hungry and he wanted a shelter to live in. He wants a place to be quiet. He wants a place to feel safe because he never had that safe space of not having his parents around. He always was broken. So adopting whatever he left, remember he probably bounced to force, so we don't know all the background story, but he never felt a safe space. So when he broke in the house because he knew the family was going on vacation, he ate some food because he was hungry, and then he fell asleep on the place because he wants to feel the comfortability of being in a comfortable, nurturing environment, a comfortable, safe haven environment for him. So Vegay said, I'm not going to leave till we find a place. We're not going to leave till we find a place. I'm going to stay longer and longer and longer. That's a promise she gave him. He's starting to get that hope for his mom, even though he still hesitated. He started building that hope. It was like, they said she gonna stay, she gonna stay, she gonna stay. She gave me hope, she gave me hope to go, because that's what he really wanted. At the end of the day, yes, she gonna get them a house and stuff like that, but he really wanted that connection with his mom, and that was that. So she said she's not gonna keep. She gonna keep going and stay here as long until you find, until we get the right answer. All right. So Lady Mae called Grace and she said, "What's up?" Lady Mae demanded her to come tomorrow. No questions asked. You missed the opportunity with me. She said, "I'm sorry about that." And then said, "I need you home. Need you home. Come tomorrow and I will not accept no for an answer." I said, "Grace, you're a grown woman. And I know it's your mom and the church and everything, but you came all the way down here for your son and you banned him too many times or not having come to his life for so long. Give that connection with the boy and make him feel safe. You making all these promises, and now you just told this boy, and then she met with him again, and he was so excited. He said, "Oh, I gotta find a place." And so we could go to shopping and everything. He said, "Go tomorrow. We could go shopping, get some sheets and stuff like that." He was so excited until she told him, "I gotta come home for a few days," and it just broke. He broke him again. He said, "You know what? Don't you ever come back here again. Don't you ever come back here. All that stuff. I don't need you. I'm sorry I called you. I'm sorry I reached out to you. I did that. You would never have to hear about from me again. I'm out." And I said, Grace, gosh, Grace. I would have said, you know what? F my family right now. This is my son right now. Because at the end of the day, you lost your daughter. You're going to lose both your kids. Because your daughter feel like you're a hypocrite and you're not doing enough to make sure your son come home and make sure he's all right and his mother. So, and you keeping a secret, a major secret. So, later on they came home, they saw the slideshow of Faith and all that stuff. They got sat on the couch, they saw the slideshow of Faith. They said, it's good to see all of us together. That was nice. And then Grace called AJ, the home again, called AJ. He said, what you want? Why are you calling me? And he said, I need you to come home. I was saying, you know what? When I was the whole time I was listening to this episode, I was like, why did Grace didn't tell this boy to come home with her? Why she didn't tell him to come home? Well, you trying to find a place for him to be alone, all that stuff like that, to not be there for him. Just take him home. Yes, it gonna be some problems when he come home because the snitch gonna be ready to freaking tell it off. Because the snitch asked Grace when they did the slideshow little thing. She said, "Oh, you didn't go to Phoenix to see Bob?" She said, "No, why? I want to go see Bob." And she said, "Oh." I said, "Oh, that snitch." All right. And then Phil called, whatever he called, to see did Grace went to see Bob, and I guess they told him she didn't. So he said, "No, we don't need any more information." So she said, "Come home," and he just was quiet, and that's how it ended. So we will see if he come home because we want to see if it's a shocker. Tell him the boy come home and see all. So Lady asked Grace. He said, "If anything I need to know, tell me." And she said, "No." I would say, "You just told Lady Mae that not to keep secrets. You wanted to tell everybody that you have a brother, and now you want to keep secrets and not telling Lady Mae that she have a grandchild." Oh, come on now, another grandchild that she didn't know about. Come on now. Shit, Grace. Oh, sorry. This is church. Ish Grace. Alright, that was Greenleaf, y'all. Tell me how y'all feel about this episode. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Hit that red subscribe button on the watermark of my channel or in the red subscribe button underneath my video. And appreciate everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I made over 200 subscribers, and I appreciate everyone. Don't forget, I told you I will still do that story time. I will do a Q&A and everything. It will come up. Next minute you won't even know it's happening, but it will show up. My appreciation. Thank you all. Peace.